Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all okay. Martin here. It's nice to see you all. Before I get into this video, tell you what this video is going to be. I've got a couple of mentions I've wrote down in my book, my little so I don't forget, because my head's all over the place at the moment. And just to let you know, I've got a video I've put together. I met up with one of my best friends, Carol, and we went to Weatherspoons, and it's just like spend the day with me. And I've probably mentioned before, I've got a little top shop at the top of my road where I go just to get a few bits, you know. So yeah, it's not a long video, but I thought I'll put it up. I just want to give a couple of mentions. I got so I had to write down because like my head's, like I say, all over the place. I want to give a mention to Jackie M, Meg Griffin, Catherine Hopkins, and Anything and Everything. And I just thank you ever so much for subscribing to my channel. Welcome aboard. Thank you, my Mark Diva 1979 family. Thank you ever so much, honestly. Thank you for subscribing, each and every one of you. Thank you so much for subscribing. It really does mean a lot to me. It really honestly does. Yeah, I really do appreciate it. I really do. It just, yeah, thank you so much. And I'm going to keep you in my little, yeah, got you, yeah, written down. So, yeah. Yeah, okay. So thank you again. Thank you again for subscribing to my channel. It means a lot. Thank you. Okay, so now get into the video. There is no easy way to tell you guys this, so my stepdad Arthur, he sadly passed away on yesterday. He passed away yesterday, Tuesday evening at 9:30. I was messaging my step auntie Shirley, and she messaged me and said that Arthur passed away tonight. I started shaking, panicked. I don't want to make it sound about me because, like I said, I've been in this house for 30 something years. It's going to be hard. You know, when he was here, because I was working and I was doing, you know, loads of overtime, he wasn't entitled to certain benefits because I was working. There was a wage coming in. So yeah, he wasn't in the best of health. He had type 2 diabetes. He was on water tablets. He had high blood pressure. Sorry, I'm looking all around. He had sepsis in his chest. He was really cold all the time. Even when we put the radiators on, it would be up to 20. He'd have a cardigan on, a jumper, a t-shirt, throwovers all over, still felt cold. His foot was very infected. He had sepsis in his foot. He was incontinent. He was messing himself and, you know, getting wee on his foot. He just wasn't. He was in a lot of pain. He was in a lot of pain, but he's out of pain now. He's out of pain, and I believe he's in a better place because he just didn't have much of a life here. He just gave up. He gave up. He was still mobile. I mean, 10 years. December was 10 years when his mum passed away. Arthur was a very he was funny. He was yeah, he was a bit of a Jack the Lad, and very stubborn, very stubborn, very set in his ways, very old school. He was very kind of like, oh, suck it up. If I had a bad day, I'll be talking to mum, and mum said, try not to let them get to you, you know, just, you know, tell your manager that you're, you know, like, just tell them that, you know, you're not going to put up with it anymore. Um, and Arthur would be like, oh, just fucking punch on one or something. Tell him to F off. Here you go. But he'd actually say, well, tell him to fuck off. And mum would be like, you can't say that. Arthur just said it how it was. He was my stepdad. At the beginning, like anybody, he's made mistakes. He wasn't the best father to his 3 sons. He wasn't the best stepdad to start off with. He was jealous of my closeness with my mum. I suppose I felt he was taking my mum away from me. There was no love there between us. I wouldn't say I hated him. I didn't hate him. But, you know, he's been a bugger in the past. He was, yeah, he's not been the best father. He used to stress me and my mum out. He was a kind of guy, I don't want to sound like I'm bad mouthing him, I wouldn't. You know, he was one of these, if mum sent him shopping, say like something was £5 and she gave him a tenner, he'd come back and give her £2 change. And he'd be like, well, no, they didn't give me a receipt, you know, and that's all they gave me. And oh, she would end up having steam coming out of her bloody ears, and, you know, stress her, you know, to the point, and they'd be like, here's the rest of your change, you know. Oh, he was a bugger. He was, yeah. The rows we had, honestly, I mean, Christ, we fought like cat and dog. We really did. The things we said to each other, we did fought like cat and dog. But whenever he was talking about me, if he ever was standing up for me, I remember I had trouble with a guy, and his mum lived in the same street, and I had this woman on Facebook, and this guy and this woman broke up, and I think I clicked like on it, and of course this guy went mad at everybody, including me, threatening me. And Arthur was like, you stay away from my son, you know. It was never stepson. He was like, Arthur always had my back. Arthur always had my back. He did. And if someone was bad mouthing me to him, he'd be like, you stay away from my son, otherwise you got me to answer for. He always stood up for me. He always had my back. And I used to question, you know, because he never knew his real dad. He was very close to his stepdad, and his stepdad brought him up, you know, with his mum. And I think in the 37 years I've known him, I ever saw him cry twice, when he lost his mum and dad, well, and when he lost my mum, and I was being strong for him. And I remember him saying, and it really shocked me, and I remember him, he felt like he didn't have the right to be upset over his stepdad, Morris, passing away. This is 16 years ago now. Well, it'll be 16 years in November. And he said, but he weren't my real dad. And we all said, you know, he was, Arthur, he was. you know. And it was really, I don't know, sad, very, you know. And I suppose I'm doing the same thing. I mean, I was, there's a little niggle in the back of my head. I think there's a little thing, you know. You know, he's been in my life since I was 7. 37 years since I was 7, right up to 44 years old. And you know, and like I say, I know we fought like cat and dog in the past, but no disrespect to my real dad, because I love you, George. I love my real dad. But Arthur was a dad to me. You know, he used to pick me up. And the amount of times he saw me pissed, you know, picking me up on nights out. He'd take me to work, pick me up from work, pick me up from the town, take me to the town. Yeah, I suppose there was a little part of me that was questioning that. I felt like I didn't have the right to cry because of I didn't feel the right to have that feeling of being upset. I felt like I didn't have the right to be upset, to cry, because of the relationship we had in the past, and because he wasn't my real dad. But you know, but yeah, it's very weird without him. There's all these covers, and I will miss him. I will. I will miss him. I will. I know he wasn't in my videos a lot. Yeah. When he used to open his Father's Day presents or birthday presents, he wouldn't open them properly. He'd wait till later to open. He'd rip them open, and he would rip them open, and then look a bit like, "Oh, cheers, thanks," and then chuck them in the gift bag again. Oh, he was a little bugger. He was. He was. Yesterday, when I handed in my sick note to work, before that, when I was in bed, and you know when you're like half asleep, half awake, and you hear someone call you. I swear to God, I heard his voice. I did. I really did. I heard, "Martin," and I woke up suddenly and I thought, oh, he needs me. And then I realised he wasn't downstairs. And this is before I found out he'd passed away. He was still in the hospital. And then after I handed in my sick note at work, I came out and said to my friend Carol, I'm just going to the cash point. See this little thing flutter over me, over my shoulder, and fall right in front of me. And it was a little white feather. Yeah. And then a couple of hours ago today, I was sitting here and I was like, oh, sniffing, and just for a second, I smelt cigarettes. I smelt smoke. And I said to him, I said, I hope you're not giving any, you know, I hope you're not putting any like up. Stumbling over my words. Sorry. I said to Arthur, I said, Arth, we called him Arth for short. I said, I hope you're not giving any hassle to Sylvia up there. Yeah, I hope you're not giving her too much hassle. And I was talking to him, and I said, I was like, oh, I wonder if he's going to come back and haunt me. But I thought, no, he's not. He's not haunting me. I think it was his way. I think it was his way of saying thank you, Martin, and goodbye. Yeah. I did want to go and see him in hospital, but we didn't get the chance. And I did wonder, I thought, I hope he didn't think that I didn't care, that I didn't want to go and see him, because I did. I was always checking up. But he wasn't very conscious, he wasn't with it. But he went peacefully. Yeah. Like I say, he's out of pain now. He's in peace. He is. And it's mixed emotions, because I did have a panic attack last night. My best friend Carol of 24 years, she came round. She sat with me for a couple of hours. I started overthinking. I thought, oh God, we've got to let utility know. We've got to let the council know. It's clearing out the house. It's disconnecting my internet and all that, you know. And my friend Carol said, just one day at a time, Martin. Just one day at a time. I know it's things that I've got to think about, and I'm trying not to think about it, you know, not to the point where I'm sweeping it under the carpet, out of sight, out of mind. I'm not caring, but I'm trying to just carry on as normal. And I'm hoping when he's at the chapel arrest, I'm going to go to see him with my auntie. Yeah. I'm sorry I took so long to come on here to tell you. I had a lot of comments to reply back to, and I'm so thankful for all the Poundland and the member in Sylvia, and you left so many lovely messages. You've been so kind, and like some of you said, you know, we're family, you know, and it's nice to come on here and have a little rant, have a good old cry, and I feel better because I'm talking to you. Yeah. So Arthur, wherever you are, fly high, mate. I did love you. Thank you for being a dad to me. Thank you. I know we had our ups and downs, but wherever you are, I mean that, I do. And I wanted to come on here to I'm going to try not to worry. I'm going to take each day as it comes. And I said to little Soxy, I said, it's just me and you now, mate. Just the two of us. Yeah. He's been a little bugger, bless him, but he's still lovely. He's still cute. Please don't think I'm ignoring you if I don't message you straight away. And I just wish I could hug each and every one of you. And I know I keep saying it. I know we did have a bit of a crappy relationship at times, but I will miss him. I will miss him, and I mean that. And I think some people, maybe some of not, I'm not going to badmouth them. Some of the step family, not all of them, but some of them, probably think that I don't care, but I do. Thank you Thank you, family. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here for me. And I love you. Thank you so, so much. Thank you so much. You take care. And I love you all. I really do. Bye for now.